Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
Got me.
What did you do?
I didn't touch anything. I just picked up my beer.
Okay.
John vanished, and so did our beginning credits.
Okay. Hey, Joe.
Howdy.
All right, let's try this again. Of course, I got to do this one because I love it.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, the doo-dah day.
Hey, everybody. What just happened is when John popped out, it killed the show.
Yeah, blame it on me.
Yeah, we won't do that again. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it off.
I'm going to bed now because I keep
Uh-huh.
seeing people blinking that out.
And just for the record, if anybody has been interested in the remote recording option that has just been added to StreamYard, Joe Dog is trying that out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
So-
already don't work because when John freezes up, it
No, it's when the show is over before it goes to YouTube as a finished piece.
Mhm.
It uploads from all of us and then
Yeah.
pieces it together. That's the way I understand it. I could be wrong.
and it says tell everybody don't leave. Don't leave the studio until all the recordings are uploaded.
And the button has gone to black, so it doesn't look like it's actually recording anything anymore.
Oh no, it says uploading.
Yep.
Everybody is uploading.
Okay. Hey, I'm glad to learn new stuff. Hello, Josh. Hello, Donna. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Carl. We is got a full house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping Stephanie would be here tonight.
Well, until she starts getting a steady night's sleep, I don't think we're going to see too much of her on our shows. I mean, seriously, her sleep cycle's been seriously disturbed for quite a while, and
She got her new heat pump put in.
it's putting. Oh yeah, I saw that. That's good. That's great. And right on
Unfortunately-
time too, because there may be
Yeah,
some more that.
That was interesting thing though. All that work in her house doing the HVAC or the heat pump, whatever you want to call it, kicked up all the dust in her house. So now she's got a sinus infection.
Oh.
It's always something.
Oh, I just found out I
If
can
it
change
ain't one
cameras
thing.
midstream.
Okay.
I keep my defuse up, so I don't know if anybody hear me or not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can hear you. You're kind of digitizing a bit, but we can hear you.
I keep
That's
seeing
the
all of you
word.
freeze up. It's everything getting in and out, and so I don't know if it's my internet or StreamYard or Voodoo Witch Hunter.
Well,
Biden's
Probably
office.
both.
I
John.
don't know.
Probably
It's-
both.
The other night, I turned on TV and WRCD was having technical difficulties and was on standby.
Hmm.
The TV station. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a internet virus going around, courtesy of China, Iran, Russia, North Korea, or
They're not still doing
some guy
the
that-
rolling
some guy that
blackout
on
scenario.
Twitter, or-
no, they.
No.
Yeah, Duke Power finally turned their power stations back on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought that might have been something if it was killing off like a server somewhere.
Yeah, the rolling blackouts is because Duke Power at 7 a.m. on Saturday decided we're going to shut these 3 plants down.
And just so everyone knows, my internet is through what was it? Comcast we got down here, I think, or sure. I can't remember. We've got their fiber optic system, so we're supposed to be getting half of the internet here. And if I'm getting it, they're delivering it in packs through UPS or those service. I'm not sure how, but I'm not.
They're
getting it.
delivering it in quarts, is what they're doing. You signed up for 55-gallon drums. What you're getting is a pint at a time.
Yeah.
If that.
And
Yeah.
that pint's being filled in by the spoonful.
You know, it happened that weeks ago Thursday, and I chalked it up to storm. You know, I figured the tree low down. And then it happened this Thursday,
Is the fiber line running to your house? Is that aerial or is it underground?
Yeah, he's gone.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
I've got a fiber line direct to the house here.
Mm.
Actually, my fiber box is
same
right
question. Is
there on the other side of the wall.
it
But is
an
it running
underground
from like
line
a
or is it
pole?
from a pole?
It's all through the air.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's aerial line coming from a telephone pole.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case for John, storms were bad enough, it may have pulled those wires a little bit. I mean, fiber can be a touchy beast.
Oh yeah. Well, one thing about our fiber service here, one day we had a storm on Friday at about 4:30. Knocked out TV, completely knocked out the TV.
Mm-hmm.
So I call them, and they, I'm thinking, wonderful. We're going to be without TV all weekend. So I call them, just to get the ball rolling. And the guy goes, "Well, let's try to reboot your box." He tried to reboot the box out on the wall outside. He goes, "No, we're going to have to send tech out. It's got to be a hard reboot. They have to literally pull the power off of it to reboot." I said, "Okay." I said, "How long?" I said, "When will that be?" He says, "Oh, I'm going to have a tech out there in a few minutes." 45 minutes after I made that call, the tech was backing out of the driveway.
Nice. Yeah, if the storm had came through, they probably just had techs out doing service calls, and
Yeah.
90% of them were probably just that. Walk up, unplug it, wait a few seconds, plug it back in. Oh, look, it works. Sign here, have a great day.
No, it wasn't even a sign here.
It'll just show up on your bill.
Yeah.
No, it don't even show up on my bill.
Oh wow, that's good.
When I was a Comcast installer, those are the ones I love because we got paid piecework, and every once in a while you'd end up with a service call route that you just bang, 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 bang right on through, and you're done by lunchtime.
Yeah. Yeah, ours is run by the electric power company here. So, they've already, the linemen are also trained to work fiber optic. So they're doing two jobs for the price of one.
Yeah.
But we had a fiber line hang, how they normally sort of wrap it as they run it up.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of the zip ties broke and it was sort of hanging down low in front of the house. So I called them and, told them what it was. They said, okay. 20 minutes, the guy was here.
Nice.
And he goes, okay, yeah, I see what you're talking about. He zipped, got the bucket truck up, zip tied everything back. And he goes, that one in your driveway is hanging too low too. I'll fix it. Backs his truck in the driveway, fixes everything.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't get that kind of service from Comcast or Frontier around here. I can tell you that much.
No.
Frontier's actually been running fiber lines through our area, and I keep getting mailers about every other week saying, "Oh, go to the website and sign up." And every time I go to the website just to see what the pricing is, it's, "Oh, this isn't available in the area, but get our DSL." Not a chance. But the company they have installing it has also caused 5 water main breaks from drilling through the mains.
No. Ours went all aerial, thank God.
I can't hear anything.
Okay. I'm gonna show you something here.
The Morse code is coming through, John.
Hey, it works faster than this internet is.
Now I got to get my wallet out and look up the little card that I've got the Morse code thing on. It's right next to my safety equipment symbol reader, so I know what PPE to wear when I open a certain barrel or something. Do I need a complete apron or just a splash shield and rubber gloves? Let's look at the card.
Joe, I'm going to show you something. You're probably going to cuss me. Just before I click this on
Mhm.
or bring it up, I am using the gig. I get a full gig in. I get a
Mhm.
gig in, gig out.
Okay.
This is what I pay at the middle one.
Very nice.
Of course, they don't have it on here yet, but they've got a 10 gig actually available to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they just upgraded to a 25 gig. I don't know why anybody would need anything like that.
Chattanooga has become a major tech hub for Atlanta. They got all their employees moving up here, finding apartments with high-speed internet and doing their work online from up here, which is like downtown Chattanooga has turned into a pool.
Well, I can see the benefit of remote working. Yeah. I
Never
wish I
find
could, but somebody's still got to be there at the factory to open the bags for me.
Yeah.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum villainy in downtown Chattanooga right now.
Oh, yeah. But Joe, I called about the 25 gig. Just poops and
Curiosity.
giggles.
Right.
Yeah, curiosity. $1,500 install.
A month? Oh, just
Then it's another $1,500 a month. So startup is $3,000.
Holy shit.
But you're getting 25 gig.
Yeah. And hopefully
yeah,
you're
but
running
I'm
your
not
own
trying to
NASA data
download the
center.
entire library. I
Say
wouldn't
what?
be trying to download the entire Library of Congress every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Not to mention just the equipment you'd have to actually utilize that speed.
Yeah. And the unit, the fiber unit, has to be inside the house in a climate controlled room.
Yeah, that's for
Chattanooga.
that's for those people that are running like tech businesses out of their house.
Yeah.
At a far larger scale than I do.
Yeah. Our trade center is the first business that has signed on to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they are now looking to they're courting the big video gaming conventions.
Yep. That'd be perfect for that.
Mm-hmm. Well,
That would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, Carl says you're talking about connecting a LAN in your house.
Yeah. I have to upgrade my modem. I actually just recently went out, probably about 6 months ago, bought my own modem and router, so I didn't have to keep running the one from Comcast. I got one of the nice gaming routers, whole bunch of bells and whistles. And 2 months ago, they decided to upgrade our internet connection again at no cost to where I'm at 1.2 gigs now, and my modem doesn't support that. So I'm losing out on about 300 meg.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, in reality isn't a whole lot, but if I'm going to pay for that, I might as well, get full use of it.
Yeah.
This is true. Should always get your money's worth.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna show you another little quick thing. No, not that, dummy. I think we lost John again.
Probably going to happen repeatedly.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Dan, go ahead and bring it up.
Okay.
What I'm sharing.
Yeah.
All right. I hit go. 1 millisecond ping.
Mm-hmm.
$8.99 down.
Oh god, that upload speed would be so phenomenal. You're just like pulling at the tech side of my heart right now.
757 up.
Wow. It's been a while since I've ran one on mine.
Yeah. Calvin's complaining that he's not in bed. And Donna saying, get your money worth. That's what she said. Oh, Dan, I've got a shirt for Chattacon coming. It's a black shirt. It says, that's what she. Yes, I will be wearing it. All right, let's get John back in here. There he is. John, you with us?
Sort of.
Sort of. Yes, that's pretty much what we've been experiencing.
Yeah. It looks like you may need to make a call Monday and get your internet straightened out.
Might going in there and shooting up the damn office building.
No, I'm glad he broke up on that, don't you? Aren't you, Joe?
This is just the tech support side of me surfacing, but you have tried turning it on and off and on again, right?
Hey,
Doing
John.
a full pull
John
out,
Stutz. Happy New Year to you. Yeah.
pull out the power cords to the modem and the router if you have two separate ones, and just let it sit for 30 seconds and plug it back in.
Unplug everything and start over.
Turn off the main breaker to the house.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
And Donna saying, Cal's got his mommy cuddle, so he's ready for bed. Yeah. Joe.
Yes.
John Stutz is also a IT guy for a hotel in Maine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if he was tuned in just a few minutes ago, he'd be cussing me, wouldn't he?
Oh, yes. Matter of fact, he may have skipped the Happy New Year, and we may have gotten something else as a message. So, this is what I'm... Now, granted, I'm also, like you, streaming right now, and we actually don't have cable TV here, so all of our shows are just streams. But this is what my speed test was.
20 or 200?
20. I wish it was a 200 up. All the website work I've been doing lately, I wish that was a 200 up.
Well, let me figure out real quick. I've got 1, 2, 3 Fire Sticks running, 5 wireless cameras, StreamYard, Alexa. Alexa still here?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
And hey Google, are you here?
Of course I am. I'm always here for you whenever you need me. And I have a feeling this may be a good time to do something fun. Am I right?
No.
Whoa!
All right, I'll save the fun for later. Just tell me what I can help you with.
Lord have mercy.
Sounds like Google.
Sounds like Google loves me.
Yeah, tell Google when to tell Alexa to shut up.
Oh, Joe.
I wonder if you can actually program that.
Yeah. Alexa, volume 10. Okay. Joe, you want to know how big Stupid O'Clock is?
Okay.
Let me readjust the mic so it can get up there to it. Alexa, what is Stupid O'Clock?
In Chattanooga, it's 2326.
What the fuck? Hey, Alexa,
It was
what is Stupid O'Clock?
a good year anyway.
In Chattanooga, it's 2326.
Time travel.
Alexa,
Is
what is Stupid O'Clock?
According to Wikipedia, Stupid O'Clock is the best live stream show on Facebook and YouTube. It is hosted by Joe Dog, John, Louie Lee, Dan Holly, Holy, Hottie, however the hell he says it, and Skunk. Sometimes Heather and Blake will drop by. Its streams live every Thursday night at 9 p.m. and Saturdays at 11 p.m. Some people say the show is like the after hours of a sci-fi convention when nobody is ready for bed. The topics can change faster than a teenager sneaking out for a date. Did that answer your question? If not, you need to go find the show on their Facebook or YouTube page and just watch it for yourself.
Nice.
I bet there's not an
Although
entry
the
for
first two
last minute
responses she
standing.
gave were great too.
Say what, Joe?
I said that was great, but the first two responses she gave were great also. What a stupid o'clock. In Chattanooga, it's 2326.
Oh. Hey, Samuel, what the fuck was that?
I'd rather not answer that.
Oh. Oh. Well, I guess I earned a new hashtag for Green Room next week.
Right?
Hit on by Google.
Mm-hmm. Proposition by an AI, just like Donna said. Oh,
Hey,
man.
Google.
Oh.
I love you.
I can't feel romantic love, but I think you are wonderful.
Aw.
Dan, I've been propositioned by worse.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
This is one of those cases when artificial intelligence is getting beaten by human stupidity a lot of times too. So I don't know. It was so dark. There were so many.
Dan, I heard a story about a friend of mine that actually went down to the HallowCon in Atlanta.
I've been issued invitations to go to FroliCon. It's not my cup of tea. But,
yeah, well, when you check in, they give you this necklace that you can add beads to.
Mm-hmm.
So he just started throwing beads on. He didn't know the beads colors represented stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. Carl said he told Google that he let her. She said, "Let's just be friends." Dang, Carl.
I wonder what Siri would do. Hey Siri,
Freak out.
I love you.
That's sweet.
That's sweet. That's it. That's all you can tell me.
Alexa, I love you.
Thank you. I really appreciate those kind words. And because you're so kind, I'm giving you a virtual gift. A tree of kindness. Right now, the tree has a few leaves. And the more kindness you show, the more this tree will grow.
Wow. uh,
This is not the green room. Oh. Please don't give me straight lines on a Thursday or a Saturday. Save them for Friday when I can actually take advantage of them.
We give them to you on Friday also, and you don't take half of them.
Yeah, but what I would say would be unkind, and I can't do that. I don't matter if it's. I don't care so much if it's something that's of questionable humor or double entendre or triple or quadruple entendre. But if it's something that's unkind, is the first thing that pops in my head. I got to shut that off because I want to keep my friends.
yeah. I made it easy for you, Dan. It's at the top of the banner list.
Oh, my reputation exceeds me.
I didn't mean to click that.
But I do have something ready for when Dan does pop his, does slip up and get, go beyond the limit. Joe, you ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Thanks, Dan.
Oh,
Yeah. I need to move that one up.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, that one's going up the video list.
yeah, I may need that one on my own show. Oh,
There it is.
Oh. I guess John's either rebooting or throwing his computer out the window.
Could be both.
Mm.
Most definitely
throw it
could
out
be
the
both.
window and reboot it once it hits the ground.
No, I'll just boot
I
it.
actually fixed the telephone that way.
Yeah,
You'll just boot him.
I'll tell you, when it goes out the window, I'll go outside and boot it. All right, I'll boot it clean across the street.
Oh no! As I was saying, I actually fixed an old rotary phone that way once. It had gotten dragged off of a little bedside shelf and fell on the floor upside down. Would not work for love nor money. I thought, well, rather than going out and buying a new phone, let me try an experiment that probably would have worked in the 1800s if it was something else besides a telephone. So I pulled it off of this little stand, held it at exactly the right height, and dropped it right side up on the floor. Phone worked perfectly after that.
Concussive
Never another
maintenance is a
problem.
thing.
Hey,
You do see
There
this
have
over
been
my
many.
shoulder, don't you?
Hmm.
The old rotary phone?
Yep. And as a millennial, I
Oh,
actually know
okay.
what it is and how to use it.
Mm.
Uh,
I used to
I was trained how to use those in elementary school.
I would
Of
buy
course,
them
it
buy
was.
them at yard sales and everything, and bring them home and fix them. Of course, I found one with the party line ringer.
ooh.
Yeah, no, I don't ever want to do that again. I'm getting in working, and it's got an extra capacitor in there inside.
Oh, yeah.
And, I'm, using my cell phone, calling the house, getting everything, and it's not working. I wiggled something around, and I somehow crossed the wire, saw this big blue spark, and ended up on my back, in the chair, in the floor.
Don't
The
cause
birdies
the
and stars.
streams.
And I'm like, okay, what the hell happened? So I get up, get the phone, I call it, it rings for about a half ring and quits. Scratching my head, wiggling around. Damn it, if I don't do it twice. Needless to say, that phone became spare parts.
A buddy of mine
That's the
was
thing about capacitors. They don't
Your buddy
care
did
how
what?
long there hasn't been any electricity going to them. They still got a little bit of a jolt inside.
And what were you saying, Joe?
a buddy of mine was rewiring a phone at his house when he worked for Comcast, and for whatever reason didn't have anything to just strip the wire with.
Yeah.
So he decided to go the old-fashioned route, clamp down on it, and as he pulled back and exposed the wire, they got a phone call.
Yeah.
I know exactly how that feels, except for it being in the mouth at the time. I had one apartment I lived in where they had people come out and mow the apartment yards and do weed eating and stuff, and the guy with the weed eater had cut my phone line with the weed eater. So, being the home handyman type that I was, I went out there with my little pliers and the little connectors and everything, just like I was wiring up just another car stereo, couple of extra speakers or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got the first three wires connected up. And as I was putting together the black wire, somebody called my apartment.
Oh.
I got knocked backwards. I knew exactly what was happening while I was in midair.
Yeah. Well, I actually had to learn how to rebuild these phones. So, I was talking to some of the old hands from phone companies and all that. And they said, oh, yeah, the incoming ring is intermittent pulsing 400 volt DC.
Uh-huh.
It ain't going to kill you, but it's going to make you wish you could die. Oh. But yeah, I would buy those phones. And like I said, I had a lot of spare parts. And my daughter says, Daddy, I want one of those phones. I said, in her room. I'm going, okay, yeah. So she could freak out her friends when they would come over.
And they would, yeah, because touch tone was a thing
Yeah.
at the time.
And these were the old rotary dials. Well, what I did is I took spare parts. It would have like a green case, a yellow. One of the earpiece thing would be yellow. The other piece would be black.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be all sorts of different colors. I mean, cords were different colors, just all that. And one of her friends says, I want one of those. I want one of those. I said, yeah, I'll make you one. But, then her dad called and says, how much you want for one of them? I said, give me $10. $10, boom.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, well, if he wanted one, let me run one on eBay. I was getting $40 a piece for those damn things. As quick as I could damn make them. Oh,
I was at a party. I was at a party once where the host of the party had a wall-mounted rotary phone, and this was when touch tones had been a thing for 10, 15 years. Somebody needed to call somebody else using the host's telephone.
Mhm.
They walked up to it, took the handset off of the cradle, heard the dial tone, looked up, and saw the dial rather than buttons. And they slammed it back down and yelled, Cognitive dissonance! I don't know how to do this! And I'm going, yep, welcome to college in the 70s, dude.
now, like I said, I used to buy them, and I had a deal made with some of the American thrift stores in the region. And the one down in Alabama called me and says, hey, we got you a box full of phones. I said, okay. Now realize these phones weigh 8 pounds apiece. The box had 40 in it.
I can imagine the shipping cost.
No, it was. I would go down and pick them up.
With a U-Haul and a forklift?
Seriously.
No, they would roll it out on a pallet jack, and I'd just start throwing them into the trunk of the car.
Oh, Jesus.
Car was squatted on the way home, but yeah. But one of the phones was a pink princess.
Okay.
And it was what was called a 10-button touch tone. That was before the star and the pound was added. It just had 1 through 0.
Yep.
And all I did was take it apart, scrub the plastics, clean the cords up, put it all back together, make sure it worked, ran it on eBay. I got $500 for that thing.
Holy shit. Well, that made the trip worth it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Collector's item. Collector's item, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My dad's got a phone right now. Used to phones came in any color you wanted as long as it was black.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This was
Just like Fords.
This was like a 1930s era phone. I think it was called the 202.
Mm-hmm.
It was white bakelite and had the separate ringer box.
Mm-hmm.
And all the ringer boxes were oak. This one was cherry.
Ooh.
Come to find out, it was the phone in the office of Southern Bell's president. in the 30s.
Definitely has collector value.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's one of his that's not for sale.
Mm-hmm. There, about 25 years ago, I was up at one of my mom's cousins has a cabin up in northern Wisconsin, and I'm talking far northern, like you're hour from Canada border territory, and they still had the old pulse lines. You could not use a touch tone phone
Yeah.
to call out. So he had a couple of old rotary phones still around, a couple of the newer phones that you could switch between tone and pulse.
Yeah.
But to make a long distance call using a calling card, you had to pick up one of the other phones, dial it out through the pulse, run to one of the regular touch tones, make sure it's set for tone, type in your card number, wait for the call to connect, and then run back and hang up the other phone.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, have you ever seen a lineman's phone, Joe?
Yeah, just a little handset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one when I
with
was
a couple of
Comcast.
wires with alligator clips on the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one back in the house somewhere. It's the old rotary dial.
Ooh. That'd be a collector's item too.
Well, I always had it hooked up here in the house. And on my desk that I worked on the phones is, I had my computer and was up here, everything. I had to, when somebody'd pick up the phone, a red light would come on. Well, one night about 10:30, the red light comes on. My wife was asleep. I'm going, okay. So I pick up the lineman phone and I'm listening. Okay. My daughter and her friend that was spending the night was talking to a boy down the street.
Ooh.
They were planning on sneaking out. I said, okay. I didn't, flip the phone on and say anything. I said, nope, this boy's going to learn a lesson tonight. I told my son, I says, when you hear me holler, flip on the backyard lights. And when you flipped on the backyard lights, it becomes a football stadium back there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got one light down the driveway too. I said, flip the light on, let the dogs out. I hear this boy knock. I said, go. I go out the front door and around this way. Of course, by the time I'm coming off the front porch, the dogs are already coming down the driveway from the backyard. The lights are on. And I'm thinking, okay, I know that boy didn't run past the dogs. So I just sat there for a second, and the dogs ran straight to him. Of course, they were lovey dogs. So,
oh, yeah.
So he's like, go. He's on the other side of my car on the driveway, squatted down. I just walk up behind him real quiet, and he's trying to shoo the dogs off. Lean down, whisper in his ear. I said, you know your ass is mine now, don't you?
Oh, that poor boy just had a heart attack. His soul left his body.
Yeah, and he had to change his underwear too.
I ain't got to that part yet.
It wasn't raining, but there was a puddle underneath him, I'm sure.
I said, now, you're going to call your mama to come up here and get you. And I'm going to have a talk with her. He goes, I don't have a mom. I live with my daddy. I said, well, you better call your daddy then. And handed him my cell phone. He's like, please, Mr. McKeel, please, please don't call my dad. Please don't call my dad. By then, I'd had him up on the front porch.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, we're going to have this. I'm going to have this talk with your dad. He's begging and crying. I said, okay, I won't call your dad, but if I ever catch you up here again, I'm going to take you to him and tell him what just happened. He said, okay. I said, go. He starts to walk. I said, now. He jumped off the front porch, made a 90-degree turn out to the street, another 90-degree turn down the street. Some of the kids in the neighborhood said, we don't know what you did to him, but he had on different clothes when he came back to hang out with us.
That's right on up there with I don't have any problem going back to jail.
Well, I didn't go that far, but there's more to the story. My daughter ends up going to starts junior high school that year. And just lo and behold, I went to school with the principal. So I'm at school and we're sort of walking around talking to the principal. I round the corner and remember that scene from the Terminator where Sarah Connor rounds the corner and there's Schwarzenegger coming and she's on the ground crawling backwards. That's what this boy did. And I mean, round the corner, boom, into a classroom. And the principal went, what the hell was that? I said, let me tell you a story. He goes, well, you're not supposed to do stuff like that here at school. I said, hey, all he did was see me.
All he did was see me. I didn't say a word. You were standing here and...
Yeah, but he did. That poor kid. Of course, I wouldn't recognize him if he walked up today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah. I had fun when my kids were growing up.
I look forward to when my nieces get to the age of dating. Because I don't have to worry about scaring the potential suitors. My brother-in-law and my wife will take care of that.
Oh, yeah.
My
You're
brother-in-law
just standing there with a video camera going, hey, YouTube is available right now.
I won't even be standing there with the video camera. I'll be sitting there eating popcorn like Michael Jackson, just,
Yeah, that got me in trouble at work. On the safety meetings.
I think I remember this one.
Where somehow one of the superintendents, not the general foremans, the superintendent says, we hired you from here down to hold the steering wheel. Okay. Next safety meeting, I showed up with the bag of popcorn. A freshly popped bag of popcorn. Opened it up and the steam come out as we're sitting there. They start looking. Oh, okay. They get to talking, and Joe, some safety meetings are just stupid.
Some safety meetings could be emails, and even at that, they could just be a post-it note stuck to a wall.
There's
In another
Chris.
state.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, ours is bad. We have to sign that we were there and all that. Well, I would make sure I got good and buttery fingers when I signed the. But one meeting, it was going. I'm sitting there eating the popcorn, watching the video, and it just got into. I forget what it was, but I turned and looked at the operator that was sitting next to me, and handed him the, you want some popcorn? Yeah. It got to the point they banned popcorn in the safety meetings because I wasn't the only one showing up with popcorn.
When I first started with NDOT, they did a monthly safety like PowerPoint thing you had to go through.
Yeah, that's what these were.
And then at the end, you had to take a little quiz. And it'd track, it was, you put in your name and everything, and, passing was 80% or whatever. One of the guys in construction purposely failed every single one of them over the course of 3 years. No one ever knew, no one ever checked what the scores actually were, including the safety director.
Mm-hmm.
Until after they discontinued it, and he goes, so what was the point of all that? Well, to make sure you're safe out on the job site. He goes, do you ever think to look at what people were answering, if they were paying attention? What do you mean? He goes, go back and look at my scores. Safety director pulls it up. 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10, 0.
Hey, Donna.
Even guessing at something gives you 25%.
Oh, he knew the answers. I mean, the tests were simple. I don't think I failed.
Really? I'm saying, if you get consistent zeros, that means you know the answers and you're avoiding the right one.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just trying to prove his point. Or make his point, rather.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we had one. What is his job? Yeah, he was superintendent of the citywide services. He left the Army and got this job. He was a lieutenant colonel. So you know how well that went over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they're usually it's my way or no way.
Yeah. Well, and he would bully people. And finally, I was the one that came up next on the radar. I looked at him and I went, you know what? I'm going to give you something the Army never had the nerve to do. He goes, what's that? I said, a full fucking bird. His jaw dropped open. And I just turned around and walked off. We became friends.
Well, yeah, because you're probably the only person ever to actually have the balls to do that. Military or otherwise.
There are some folks that don't respect anybody unless they stand up to them.
Oh, yeah.
We used to have a guy come in and give us OSHA lectures. It was about twice a year. And the entire team was there all day. I mean, they even gave us breakfast and lunch. I mean, took all day, and it finally got to the point to where this guy would come in and look around the room, and go, "Oh, good, Dan's here. Somebody can answer the questions," because I'd already heard everything he had to say
Hmm.
except for the recent updates. So he'd say something, and I'd be sitting there and wouldn't even look at the screen, wouldn't be looking at the video, and all that. Just here's the answer. Yeah, yeah, and he goes, "Okay, okay, okay. I know you're bored. I know you've heard this 1,000 times." And I'm going, "Yeah, well, there's new stuff I need to know. When that happens, I'll pay more attention." He
Mhm.
goes, "Good attitude." But just for fun, he pulled up what what was a diagram of a benzene ring molecule with a couple little hydrocarbon side groups. He goes, "Can anybody besides Dan tell me what this is?" I got a standing ovation. Seriously. Uh, yeah, it's a phenolic resin molecular structure, and we use that
I
in the
still got
binder
it.
stuff.
Nice.
And I'm going, can
It's not
somebody
bad,
else
Joe.
please be the smartass that answers the questions? I'm tired. I'd really like to sleep like the rest of y'all. And we always had the 10 questions at the end of each little segment that we had to answer. And my scores were always either 99 or 100. And if they were 99, it was because there were occasionally trick questions.
Mhm.
It was asked in such a way you answered it. If you had common sense, you answered it in the exact opposite way of what the correct answer was. But you're trying to decipher the jargon and buzzwords the entire time,
Yeah.
and those change from year to year. So you can't depend on that. But
We
Well, let
had
me
one
ask you this:
superintendent.
did your videos have the same monotonous voice narration that a lot of them do?
up until about the 20th year of having to watch them, and then somebody had caught on and actually hired actors that could speak in a modulated voice rather than um, worse than Hollywood's worst porn movies actors ever could summon up. I'm going, you know, when something that takes you 5 minutes to download from the internet that proves to be boring is better than this, there's a problem.
Mhm.
Well,
Oh
it
yeah.
wasn't that the ones that I've seen from my work are that bad. It's just the guy had a monotonous voice that didn't. It rarely deviated from the baseline that he had in most of them. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he spoke well and all. It's just the same monotonous voice that if
And
God
and
forbid,
with
you were
stuff like
sleeping.
that, you have to show some excitement. You can't be sitting there just droning on, going, "I can't wait for this to end to try out some of the unsafe things that I just showed in these videos." You know, you got to keep your voice lively to keep their audience's attention so that they might
Yeah.
actually learn something.
Mm-hmm. There was a nice one. I do remember that it had actually been done with humor in mind, and it was about um, breaker boxes and using the proper lockout tagout procedure, and the results of if something was screwed up in the breaker box and you flipped it the wrong time and you weren't prepared, how it would arc flash and blow the door off the thing and surprise you. They had this one place that actually their demonstration breaker box, somebody had spray painted scorched footprints and left boots there. It's like whoever flipped that breaker the last time had gotten blown out of it and disintegrated.
Dan, let me tell you, you were at a location that I know you were at a location twice that those footprints weren't spray painted at the breaker box.
This was in a video. I wasn't actually physically present.
No,
So
Chris knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh, what?
There's a German safety video. Forklift driver Klaus. You ever have a chance to look it up?
You have my curiosity. I may have to do that. Forklift driver Klaus.
Yep.
Okay.
now
I'll
there
have
Joe,
there was
what?
one that was posted on Facebook a few years ago that whoever was involved in the accident it depicted had a job very similar to the one I had at the time. But this guy, he was surrounded by 4 tiers tall of uh, racks that had pallets on them. And this is like the absolute limit that a forklift fork can extend upward to get the top one. And somehow or another, this poor soul backed into one of the legs of the support posts for an entire rack of shelves. And the entire warehouse went down like a string of dominoes
I've seen
on
that
top of his
video.
forklift.
Yeah.
And I'm going, oh, it's a good thing that thing's got a steel cage around it because he's probably
Yeah.
sitting there going, oh, but
Yeah, and it's got the caption, "How do you explain this one to your supervisor?"
you don't explain, you just quit and go home. You're gonna get
Have
fired.
y'all seen the picture of the paint spill at Home Depot?
No.
I don't
Not
think
sure about
so.
that one.
It's on. It was on Facebook. Somebody had a bad night at Home Depot in the stocking crew,
Mm-hmm.
and just you see paint from the paint shaker back to appliance.
Damn.
They knocked about 25-gallon buckets of paint off a shelf.
Mm.
I'm thinking, God, that's horrible. That morning, I go into Home Depot, paint department's closed. I'm going, oh my God. The guy goes, what? And I said, this is all over Facebook. He says, you're kidding. I said, no, no. It happened at my Home Depot.
I may have found it.
What, in Forklift Klaus or the Home Depot paint spill?
Several different Home Depot paint spills.
Oh, and there's several forklift disasters that I've seen videos from.
All right, guys. 2 cups of coffee, half a liter of this stuff.
And you gotta go down the hall.
I got to go down the hallway.
Well, when he gets back, I'm going, so
I beat you to it this time, Dan.
hurry up.
I don't know. Can we show stuff that's on Reddit?
I don't know. At this point, we've had so many copyright strikes for stuff that we already own. It doesn't really matter. It's all some bot gets an automatic reflex.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, most of the stuff we get called on is Dan's stuff that he owns anyway.
Yeah. So
I guess as long as you don't show more than 10 seconds of it,
Oh.
we're good.
So let's see here. Where'd it go? There it is.
Yeah. StreamYard doesn't make it easy to share screen.
Yeah.
There are several steps.
Oh, of course not.
Oh
Why
my
would anything
God.
be easy?
I have to wait for Joe Dog to get back to blow that one up.
Oh, no.
Dan
Oh.
can approve it.
So there's that one.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
And then this one is just a bad day.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. Somebody forgot to put the
Yes.
lid on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a few other ones on here that, yeah.
But yeah, I've seen several of them where they were in a warehouse and the whole shelving racks fell down and just collapsed
Yeah.
and toppled over. And people don't understand those forklifts are capable of doing a lot of damage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
like
you got to be competent in using them if you're going to be on one.
like that particular forklift there.
That is at the Hickson Home Depot.
Oh, so that is the one.
Yes.
Dang.
You missed one of the other ones I shared.
Uh,
You have this one. That's just a bad day.
oh,
Yeah.
the paint shaker blew up.
And this one wasn't exactly a good day either.
No.
Yeah, but at least the
All right, Dan,
other
go.
people
I got it.
could get it on.
Huh? What?
Go ahead. I got it. Your turn.
You got
To go down the hall.
okay.
Yeah.
I was going, wait a minute, it's only hour 12. It's not time for my show yet. All right. Back.
Yeah, probably
Oh.
the worst I had happen to me when I was IT is one of the color laser printers was just, for whatever reason, didn't like the cyan cartridges at all. And I thought the one might have been just gunked up. So I took it out, and like an idiot, before checking to make sure the little cover was closed, I shook it like that and turned myself into a Smurf.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we had fun at work. Had lightning hit a transformer. And wasn't too long after that, the company decided to spend some money and get a huge backup generator. We had
It's fun
fun that
when
night.
it's fun when you're doing a paving project on a highway and you see some arcing and sparking going because one of the drivers wasn't paying attention and didn't lower the bed
Mm,
and grabbed onto a power line.
oh,
Oh, those are fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
We had a guy pulling a backhoe going under a I think it's an 11-3 bridge
Mm,
with the boom up,
Mm-hmm.
oh, crap.
running about 40 mile an hour on a 25 mile an hour street.
That backhoe didn't survive contact.
The backhoe had 20 hours on it.
Oh, it hadn't even been broken in.
It knocked the boom off of it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now, this is one of the steel railroad bridges.
Hmm.
To this day, it's peeled open. You know, railroad bridge is what? About that thick steel?
Yeah.
He peeled it open.
Dang.
And that railroad won't go through and replace that steel unless it becomes absolutely
Absolutely have to.
necessary.
Yeah. Oh, no, they sent somebody out with a cutting torch, a welder, and a sledgehammer.
Mm.
I could
And
just
they got about
imagine
an
how
inch
well
of it
that
moved,
worked.
right? They got about an inch of it moved, right?
Probably.
Yeah, they got it down some, but wasn't enough to weld it.
I figured that.
Chris, I'll tell you, go down 11th Street from City Hall in Chattanooga.
Mm,
There's a train bridge.
yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about.
You can look and you can still see where it's peeled, where it's. And I mean, he went through it, didn't even slow down, went on into the yards. People behind him calling him on the radio. Oh my goodness. We have a international guest.
I don't know about international.
Well,
I mean, I'm in international waters.
Yeah, you're in international waters.
Yeah.
Styling and profiling.
Hold on a second. I'm going to go outside.
I like that suit.
Yes.
Oh, hey. It's a formal night.
Speak up just a little bit.
It's formal night
Okay.
on the cruise. I don't know if. Let me see if I can show you the water. Can you see?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
I am on the Diamond. I'm on the Diamond Princess. We are probably 1/4 the way to Hawaii from San Diego, and it's been awesome.
So it's what, 5 days on boat?
Yeah, 5 days. We'll be getting to Hilo on the Big Island on Monday. Then we hit Honolulu, then Maui, then Kauai.
And are you coming back on the boat, or are you going to bird it back?
Yeah. Then it'll be another 5 days back, and we hit Ensenada, Mexico, before we come back to San Diego and fly home.
That is awesome.
Nice.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
Oh, it has
Make
been
it
such
universal,
a trip.
yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Donna says, "Hey."
Oh, hey, Donna.
Hello,
Yeah,
Sarah.
I mean, I'm on the ship-wide Wi-Fi, so I'm going to get inside in case anybody's trying to enjoy their balcony. They don't have to hear me yelling at you guys, and then I don't have to yell. Yeah, you do, but not for long. I'm not going to be on for very long, but I did want to say hi and see if we can actually make this work.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll tell you from out in the middle of the Pacific, your Wi-Fi is better than John's was in Chattanooga.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Now we got it live from the Pacific Ocean.
It's Saturday night.
Yeah, really.
Don't feel like
is.
you have to do a pratfall just because it was kind of copyrighted with that phrase.
Yeah.
Stay away from the rail.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, this ship is it's about the size of an aircraft carrier. It's right at 1,000 feet long. Displaces 118,000 tons. 2,700 people on board. State of the art, but You know, it's got all the amenities. It's really nice.
I'm
And
very
And
happy
it's
for
a
you.
bucket list. It's a bucket list trip. So
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah.
know, once in a lifetime opportunities.
Yep.
Well, this is what your
Hey,
third cruise
I'm
in a
hoping y'all
while.
have the best time ever.
Yep.
We're looking forward to it, and let's see. Thursday night we'll be in the islands, so who knows? I might actually join the show from Hawaii.
That will be cool.
That'd be cool.
And
And let's see.
That would
Thursday
be.
night it'll be early. It'll probably still be daylight when I'm on,
oh yeah, yeah.
because let's see.
Hawaii's what,
About
6 hours behind?
6. Yeah, about 6 time zones from you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we go live at 9, so it'd be 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be on
I'll
the
check it
beach
out and
with a
let you guys
nice
know when
cold
it will
drink.
be. But one of them fruit flavored things.
Yeah.
Drink it out of
With
a
a
pineapple
with a
shell.
little teeny tiny umbrella.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I just wanted to drop in and say hi to you guys.
Well, we're glad you did. We miss having
Yep.
you on the show, Teach.
Yeah. You know, as soon as I get all that straightened out, I'll be back on the show more often.
All right. So, what did how did they take hiring you on for a job? And you're going, oh, by the way, first of the year, I'm going on a cruise.
That really didn't take much negotiation. I mean, they were so happy to have me on board at the school that they were happy to make the accommodation. And of course, I mean, I've got my school laptop with me, and I'm in touch with the substitute teacher, and you know, we're making things work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
And
because he was a consummate professional.
yeah. Well,
I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be.
well,
I'm also
actually,
trying
this
to be the
could be
consummate
you
husband.
you could actually do a lesson from the boat.
Yeah.
As
I mean, now that I know that the Wi-Fi
Through
is
StreamYard, yeah.
satisfactory.
Mhm.
yeah.
What I'm planning on doing is doing a little video, a video blog for the students every day, and just sending it in and having them watch it.
Ah.
Good idea.
I already told the kids that I'm going to be shooting a lot of video while I'm here, and so that's going to be a project. Is when I get back, they're going to help me edit it all together.
Ah.
That'll be good. That'll be a great project.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
What is
You
the
can get a little
how big is your room?
compensation from Princess for that stuff.
The room. Well, we're in a balcony room.
Okay.
And, you know, it's a pretty decent size for a cruise ship. It's not a suite, but you know, you see that there's the TV, and then back here's the
balcony.
sliding glass door to the balcony, and the balcony's nice. It's big enough to have a couple of chairs and a table.
Yeah. Well, that's.
I've been in smaller hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Less well appointed hotel rooms. Too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Got
You ain't
plenty
talking
of,
about the Red Roof Inn again, are you? They treated me really well.
Oh, they'll leave a lot on for you.
No, that's Hotel 6.
Yeah, my bad.
So, are you gonna wear out the casino?
Ooh, we just took a pretty cool roll there. Yeah. I don't know if you guys were watching the weather reports from California. California's been getting a lot of high surf. As a matter of fact, San Diego was under a high surf warning yesterday when we left, and it's been kind of a rocky. I mean, not bad. Like I said, the ship's as big as an aircraft carrier, so it's pretty stable in the water.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had quite a bit of motion for this first day. But
yeah, they've got much needed rain and snow out in California too.
So y'all left out today?
No, we left out yesterday evening. We've probably been at sea for what 28, 29 hours.
Oh,
so
okay.
far. and we're only a fourth of the way there. So
Have they got a map of how far you've gone so far? Or?
yeah, usually they do that, but they don't have that on this one right now. But there are a couple of different apps that allow you to follow the cruise ship and see where you are in the water.
All right.
Yeah. There's one called Cruise Mapper. And if you just type in Diamond Princess, it'll show you exactly where it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are y'all just getting back from being out, or y'all fixing to head out?
Yeah. We just walked back into the room from dinner.
Okay.
That's why I hadn't even loosen up the tie, get comfortable.
Well, I thought y'all were getting ready to head out.
No. It's let's see, shipboard time. It's 9:27. So
it's still early.
Yeah. But our stuff are still on Eastern time, so we try to eat earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are hard to get readjusted.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons that we're taking a cruise. You think about flying to Hawaii, but by the time you're over your jet lag, it's probably time to turn around and come back home. So this way, we got 5 days to adjust to the new time zones, and by the time we get to Hawaii, we're fresh as a daisy. We enjoy the whole trip, and then we got 5 days to wind down afterward.
And
not to mention all
we
the
are
money
wind down, and that's as far as you got.
Well,
What'd you say, Chris?
We're going to be busy. We're going to be busy when we're in the islands. I mean, on Hilo, the first day, we're going to go to Volcano National Park. We're going to see some of Mauna Loa, who just blew her stack. Then the next day is Oahu with Honolulu. We're going to see Pearl Harbor. We've already got tickets to the USS Arizona Memorial. We're going to hit a luau that night. And then the next day we hit Kauai, and we're just going to beach bum it on Kauai. And then the last day will be Maui, and Maui we've got tickets to a submarine. We're going to take a submarine down about 125 feet. We're going to pass by a shipwreck, some coral reefs, see all kinds of sea life down there. So we're going to have a busy 4 days. So we'll need 5 days to wind down on our way home.
Now, will y'all be in the same room coming back, or will you?
Oh yeah. I mean that, and that's another great thing about the cruises, is that your hotel room moves with you. If you wanted to go to Hawaii and visit more than one island, then you're going to have to stay in a hotel. You're going to have to pack up, get on a plane, island hop, a couple of $100 to the other island, find another hotel, check into that hotel. This way, we pull right up to the pier. We get off the boat. We enjoy the island. We get back on the boat an hour before she sails, and sleep in the same bed every night. Eat at the same restaurants every night.
Yeah, that
Okay,
was the
so-
point I was
What,
making,
6
all the money
restaurants?
that you saved on.
Yeah, this ship has 6 restaurants. There are 4 what they call main dining room restaurants that are included in your fare, and they'll have different things that they offer. And then there's 2 special restaurants. There's Sabatini's, which is a high-end Italian restaurant, and I forget the name of the steakhouse, but there's a steak restaurant that's kind of on a par with Ruth's Chris.
And is that extra,
Those
or do you?
extra. Yeah, those cost extra, but I mean, the food that's included with your cruise is incredible. Really good stuff. I mean, Denise had red snapper tonight. I had medallion steak with a cognac reduction. It was just really good stuff.
Now the thing is, for me, as the cheapskate, is there a buffet?
Yeah, and there's a buffet that's open almost round the clock. There's an ice cream place that's open till late. Let's see. Oh, there's the Trident Grill, where you can get burgers or hot dogs or whatever anytime you want, and a pizza place that's open just about round the clock. And Princess has this really cool thing called the medallion class. Instead of a cruise card, you actually get this little device that you can there. This little device. It's kind of like an AirTag. When you walk up to your cabin, it senses that it's you and unlocks your cabin for you. Whenever you want to purchase anything extra on board ship, you just swing this thing in front of the little cash register and it goes on your account.
Like alcohol.
Yeah, like alcohol or anything that costs extra. And you can order food anywhere on the ship. We could be on our balcony out here and decide we want a hamburger. So we get on the app, we order a hamburger. The app knows where we are because of our medallions, and you'll hear a knock on your door in a few minutes, and they're bringing you the food. No charge for delivery. It's all included. So, I mean, cruises are, they seem expensive when you look at the price, but when you consider what's included, holy moly.
Yeah,
you just can't find a better travel deal.
You can't be taken advantage of if you like to drink.
Yeah. Now, drink packages can be a little expensive. For 16 days, it's costing me $370 for the internet for up to 4 devices. But,
So that's expensive. But you don't
there's some add-ons that you can get a little out of touch with. But for the most part, a cruise is one of the best all-inclusive travel packages you can get.
You about sold me.
We're
Joe Dog, you're not going to buy a ticket till they put in a Taco Bell.
Now, I mean, we went to...
Well, no, the Trident Group one that serves the hot dogs and the hamburgers, they also make street tacos, and those street tacos look really good today.
And that's free.
Yeah, and that's included. That's free.
And our cruise to Key West was what, what was it?
What?
$75?
Oh yeah, I mean we took a 3-day to Key West in Cozumel, Mexico in October, and it cost us $70 per person.
You just have to get there.
Yeah, I mean it was more expensive getting to Miami to catch the ship than it was to ship to Mexico. So
yeah,
Chris, I got a new idea for a convention.
Don't laugh. Star Trek does a cruise every year, and they fill up fast. I mean, fast.
Yeah,
they've got all kind of Star Trek, actors that take the cruise too.
Yeah, it sells out the first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as they find out what it is, it's gone.
Yeah.
Sort of
Dan,
like Liberty
there's
Con.
not going to be a Taco Bell put on a cruise ship because there will be an international incident where everybody's jumping overboard to get away from Joe's.
Now, Carnival Cruise Lines, the Guy Fieri, the guy from the Food Network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got Guy's Burger Bar on almost all the Carnival ships. And man, those are some incredible hamburgers. Really good stuff. And the thing is, on the cruise ships, the food is nonstop, man. I mean, you could eat your fare easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the trip is free. You just paid for the food.
Yeah.
Trust me, they would run me off.
Oh yeah,
No.
you'll get your money's worth though.
Where they get you is the casino.
Yeah, where they really get you is the casino and the spa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the bar.
You kind of want to get that massage, or the facial or whatever. And the ship that I'm on, the Diamond Princess, the ship was built in Japan. Okay. It is the only cruise ship afloat with an actual Japanese bath on board. And I bought the plan for that. They gave me $250 onboard spending money because I'm a veteran. I spent it all on that package. And so now I can go down to the Japanese bath anytime I want. They've got the traditional public bath. They've got a eucalyptus inhalation room. They've got a steam room, a sauna, and a special sitz bath. And I can make available of all that included in that package. So
In about 2 years, my oldest niece has been on at least 10 cruises.
wow, they can be habit forming. They're fun, and once you learn the routine, they're easy.
Yeah, my older brother actually took a 3-day cruise for his anniversary gift to his wife. And the credits and points that he built up, basically, I think he had to stick maybe $120 into it for some extras, but more or less the thing paid for itself.
Yeah. I mean, you can find some really great deals, and if you know what you want, that's half the battle.
Yeah.
If you know the extras that you want and are willing to pay for, that's half the battle.
Well, my brother did the smart thing. He went with his daughter, so she could show him the ropes since she'd been on several of them first time. So her parents got her benefit of her knowledge, and they said they'd probably go again. They've already been on 2 in less than just under a year.
Wow. Well, I mean, we went on one in October, and here we are in January. And it may be another year and a half before we take another one, but that's the joy of it. So
You kind of got to learn the audience of the cruises too. Like this.
yeah, you got to learn the audience of the cruises. Carnival is more of a party atmosphere. A lot of younger people in their 30s and 40s. That's bad when I'm saying younger 30s and 40s. But Princess is a more mature group. Very, very few kids on board. Of course, you got to look at the time of year. It's during the school year, so you're not going to see any kids. But I'm 63, and I'm the youngster on board.
Yeah.
Lewis,
she's a baby in her 50s.
It's kind of like the cocoon.
Yeah, Lewis, I found your ship.
You did?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're right here.
Yeah, you see, we haven't gotten that far yet.
No.
And we've been sailing for over 24 hours. Well, about 29 hours, yeah. Because we left.
You're on the biggest body of water on the planet.
Yeah.
It's going to take a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the deck plan of the ship, and good Lord, do they have a ton of stuff.
Hey, I looked it up too. I like the Dean Martin package. They don't give you a stateroom, but you get your own bar stool.
That's funny. I like that. I'll have to use that.
Hey, get the Dean Martin and Foster Brooks package.
Yeah.
You might not remember a damn thing, but you'll have a hell of a time.
Yeah. Just hope somebody got some pictures.
Well, on that one, you just get a piano.
You don't want to have pictures.
Yeah. Hey, Chris, on that package, you just get a piano to lean on.
Thank God we're all old enough to get that joke.
We'll put in some text under the video to explain it to our younger audience.
Yeah. We don't. Who are you kidding? We don't have a younger audience.
Yeah, Donna says they're going to do the Rhine cruise with Vikings someday.
Oh, believe it or not, Denise was just talking about that. The cruise on the River Rhine by Viking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one that we're considering. They've got a really good sale on it right now, so we're looking at that. It includes airfare. So.
Yeah, but Donna was really disappointed when she found out they wouldn't let her loot and burn the cities on the way out.
Yeah, well, my wife is of Viking heritage as well, so.
Yeah, she's from Minnesota, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I started to say, could she wear a Vikings jersey instead?
Well, there are certain aspects of the Valkyrie look that I could definitely get behind. She can kick me to Valhalla
It's been nice
anytime.
talking to you, Lewis.
Where's that? This is not the green room thing again.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. There we go.
Got to lose about 200 pounds before I could do that.
Oh Lord. I'm
But
such
we're
a
having
horrible
we're having a
influence
great
on
time.
people. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And Donna's saying, yeah, I'll probably have to sign a waiver to that effect.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you know, and it's so weird. You talk about a small world. At dinner today, we were, you know, we had a private table, but we were right next to a couple who met in college at Lee College.
Up in Cleveland?
Yeah, in Cleveland.
Oh, wow.
And earlier today, Denise ran into somebody from Hickson. Okay. And what was it? Yesterday in line, we were next to some people who
Well, there was a guy on the plane that was from Knoxville.
oh yeah, on the plane getting here, a guy from Knoxville. So I mean, small world.
But her husband was from Hickson, but his best friend was like in East Ridge area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go all halfway across the world to run into somebody that lives down the street.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but my arm's getting tired.
All right, Lewis, we appreciate you dropping in. It's sort of fun hearing about the cruises, and now I know how to track you down.
Oh, did I do the wrong thing?
Yeah.
Look, if there's a drone outside your window tomorrow morning, it's Joe Dog.
All right, one more time to see the ocean before I let you guys go.
That's cool.
Okay, that's the direction you're headed, right?
Yes, you're looking forward, and
Yeah, because the waves are coming backwards, Joe.
yeah.
But Lewis, yeah, you do need to shoot some video from there. You know, a little quick YouTube short or Facebook short.
Yeah. Well, check my Facebook page. I shot tonight's sunset.
Oh, okay.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, well, to shoot sunset, you probably have to go up to the front of the ship, right?
Yep. Yeah, because we're heading west. I shot it right across the bow, and you can see the bow of the ship and the horizon. And I started the video right as the sun touched the horizon, and it took 1 minute 45 seconds to disappear. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, did you see the green flash?
Check that out on Facebook.
Did you see the green flash?
No, everybody asked me about that. No, that's St. Elmo's fire. You'll only see that under certain atmospheric conditions. You know, I was in the Navy for long enough that I only saw St. Elmo's fire one time, and that was in the Mediterranean. So, sheesh, windy out there.
Well, you're cruising what, about 30 miles an hour?
No, we're doing about 18 knots.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know knots to mile per hour, but
18 knots, about 21, 22 miles an hour.
About 20 mile an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Speeding in a school zone. Gotcha.
We're going fast enough. You don't want to fall overboard.
Yeah.
No,
this thing does not turn on a dime. Doesn't.
And you have to do a lot of paddling.
Yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a great night.
You do the same.
And I'll see you again.
You too.
Hopefully Thursday night.
All right. We'll see you.
In with us.
All right. Thanks, Lewis. Right. Have a great trip.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy it.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, and that
Yeah.
was Lewis Lee live from the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, not the middle of the Pacific Ocean,
Well, kind of
the American
off
Near
on
the
the
side.
edge
edge.
of it.
Yeah.
Near the edge of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to tell you about this earlier, Dan. Him talking
He's
about that.
definitely too
reminded
far to be walking home.
Yeah.
Dan, I
Yes,
got to tell
Chris.
you about this because him coming in, it popped in my mind. I seen this earlier. There is on the Blue cruise. Get this lineup of performers that's going to be on it. Justin Hayward, the voice of the Moody Blues. The Zombies. Alan Parsons. Dave Mason. Little River Band. Pat Travers Band. Al Stewart. Lovin' Spoonful. Starship featuring Mickey Thomas. Ambrosia. Firefall. The Babies. And about a dozen others.
God. That's some of those. I'm amazed that anybody in the band is still alive. Oh.
Well, there was somebody that was saying something about, well, we can put 5 of the original 6 members, but the 6th one died in 79, so we kind of got a reason.
Mm.
Oh, they got Top of the World at Carpenter's tribute from A to Beatles, which I'm sure is a Beatles tribute band. Mellow Yellow, which is probably a Donovan tribute band.
Yep. Would have to be.
Bottom Feeders and the Empty Pockets. I'm not sure who those are.
And what is this, a cruise?
Yes, it is a cruise. It is January 28th to February 2nd of this year.
And just out of curiosity, where does it go? Or did you just have a party on the ship at the dock?
Hang on, let me see.
I mean, with that lineup, I wouldn't care if they didn't, undo the ropes. Just let me see the concerts.
I don't know, but that trip Lewis is on, that's the kind of cruise I want. I don't want one of these where you hop on the boat, you ride out to an island, you spend the day on the island, get back, so wore out, all you can do is hit the bed. When you get up, you got to get off at another island. I want to spend some time on the boat and just sleep.
This is an NCL Norwegian Cruise Line.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to Belize. Which is the former British Honduras. So it's...
Oh, okay. Now I know where it is.
It's on the Yucatan Peninsula. It's right on the Caribbean coast of it. Not the Bay of Mexico side. And...
well, they say lightning never strikes twice, so you wouldn't have to worry about a meteor coming in right there.
Yeah.
Again.
No, not anytime soon, anyway.
Yeah.
And Dan, if there's a meteor coming in, we'll never see it. It'll hit in broad daylight.
Yeah. It is Miami to Belize to Costa Maya. Or Costa Maya.
You've never read my book Fly-by-Wire yet, have you?
Well, Tunguska was in the daylight. That last one over there was daylight. All the big ones happen in the daytime. That's so we don't miss it.
Yeah, because they're so easy to overlook.
It's better on the cameras to see it.
I've seen lots of nighttime footage of different fireballs burning up. None that actually hit, but oh, and I've actually seen 2 or 3 live where riding around in the back of a '67 Chevrolet pickup truck, look up, fireball.
Well,
We got to the farm and somebody had hijacked the car and stripped it and burned it in the driveway to the farm. Daddy got mad because he had to call the cops about this. He was really, I mean, seriously, they could have set 100 acres of old growth pine trees on fire, burning a car right there. Never heard anything that came of it. Of course, I was not even 12 by that time, so I wouldn't have been told anyway.
I saw this was just after my back surgery when my sleep schedule was all screwed up. My daughter was still living at home. She was out on the front porch. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. I go out and we're talking. And I see this fireball come in. I go, ooh, ooh, meteor, meteor. And all of a sudden it started breaking apart and trailing fireballs. I'm going, that's space junk. Don't know whose it was, but it was seen from Marietta to almost Charlotte.
Oh wow, yeah. Haven't the foggiest idea. You just have to look it up on the record and see what actually fell that day.
Yeah,
I'm sure somebody's keeping track of that.
Oh yeah, I talked with Stephanie, and I think Les. I think her and Les agreed it was a Russian.
Yeah,
of course it was Russian junk because we dump all our junk in the lower Pacific.
Yeah, really. The Russians just go, your problem.
Well, there's this strip. It's like 10,000 square miles of ocean.
Out in the middle of the Pacific, yeah.
Yeah.
Well away from everything. The graveyard of spaceships, they call it.
Yeah.
And anything of ours that we bring down on purpose, they aim for that.
Yep.
Because it is the furthest away from any inhabited place that they can get.
Yeah, they don't want a lawsuit.
Yeah, plus coral will attach to it and it'll attract life at some point.
Out that far?
It's not paid that.
There'll be some healthy coral picking.
You know, NASA got a fine from Australia for Skylab.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wrote them a littering ticket.
Yeah, there was one piece that came down. It was about the size of a Volkswagen. Came down intact. It was just sheet metal, but
yeah, they issued NASA a littering ticket, and it's not been paid yet.
Can't put it in the budget.
Yeah,
ain't got enough money. Now, if they'd issued it to the military, that would have been a single line item somewhere hidden. And probably overpaid when it got paid.
And you know Australia still has that piece?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Although there has been another piece of something else about the same size recovered, and it's at Huntsville, at the Rocket Museum. The Rocket Park. Because I've seen that.
Well, you heard about Jeff Bezos finding the first stage of Apollo 11.
No, I didn't hear about that.
No.
I think I have read that.
He recovered the first stage of Apollo 11, and he was going to, put it on display.
Mhm.
When the ship rolled into the dock, NASA goes, "Thank you." It's still government property.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a park in downtown Socorro, New Mexico, that has a chunk of metal from an atom bomb test. And it's all nice and smooth, machined metal on the bottom. And the upper side looks like a lake surface in the middle of a heavy rainstorm because it's just all spiky and melted on the inside. And no, it doesn't glow in the dark. I checked. I was out there helping Lindsay's oldest daughter move, and it was right there where I would walk her dog, and it's got historic marker and everything. Explains exactly which test it was, and this was the largest piece ever recovered from a nuclear bomb test, the actual casing. And hey, I took photographs of it and the marker and everything. It's somewhere on one of my either Facebook or who knows.
All right.
I've had
Well,
photo thing.
I
It's
hate
that
to cut
time,
you
man.
short. Yeah, it's close to that time. We will see everybody Thursday night, 9:00. Dan, you and Joe have got Saturday all to yourself next week.
Okay.
I'll have it all set up before I leave, but
He's going to be at Chattacon.
I'll be at Chattacon.
We'll leave the
Hanging
light
out
on for you.
hanging out with Chris.
Well,
That's the plan,
let's see. Joe, do you have access to the Stupid O'Clock links in list
Yeah.
on Messenger? Okay, good. So you've got the link for
Yeah.
in a few minutes,
Yep.
and I know I added Donna there too.
Yeah.
And,
Good night, Donna. Donna saying good night. Later's all.
Yeah.
It's
Good
time
night.
for us to check out and say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
I am Frau Blucher.